Hey there, Stevertus from BTE Germany here with a new experiment on this channel. It is our very first 360-degree video as many wished for, so feel free to move around and experience our builds yourself. And for the very first city tour we go into detail and visit Hamburg. And you might already have seen some parts in our showcase series, but let's start off with the Hamburg Hafencity, one of the newest districts on an old harbor ground. And right in front we are greeted with the incredible Elbphilharmonie, with its memorable shape, unique windows and stunning roof. Building this in Minecraft was no easy task and required lots of math to calculate the exact roof shape. Here you can also see a glimpse of the Speicherstadt, the famous storage houses in Hamburg. You can still imagine what this must have been as a thriving harbor here. And before you ask, no, the nearby miniature Wonderland is not yet finished, but is being planned for a long time. Going on, we can also see many buildings on the Santor Kai. With its modern architecture, the Hafencity is one of the cutting-edge development projects in Europe and because of its stunning size, unique. In the middle we have a small harbor, the Santor Hafen. Right now it's a bit empty, but there will be some ships soon. Also, you might notice that the water is still missing. This is intentional as it is less frustrating building these grey walls. Finished in 2009, this was also the first area in the Hafencity, but building continues up to this day. So the Tamerion builds this like the original. So let's jump to the Hamburg Airport. Officially it had been named after the former Chancellor Helmut Schmidt and lies in the north of the city. The two terminals and one connecting building have been finished already, as well as the multi-level car lanes here. These terminal roofs are really unique and offer a huge terminal hall inside. With flights going everywhere on Earth, it is Germany's 5th largest airport. In Minecraft it is already so big that I had problems rendering the chunks. This is a big issue and also the reason why these videos are so tedious to make. The replay mod allowing the 360-degree rendering really hates the cubic chunks mod, which divides the world into vertical chunks. I put my best effort in, but please forgive me for some missing chunks and the slightly stuttery movement. This is, by the way, the side where all the airplanes would park. The pier is around about 800 meters long, and only in Terminator's Minecraft version you can realize the huge dimensions this airport has. Traveling back to the city center, this is the city hall with the parliament right inside the heart of Hamburg. This is the inner city or old city where the over 1000-year-old harbor city in northern Germany took its roots. Though because of a big fire, most of the typical European timbered buildings have been destroyed and the city got also hit pretty hard in the Second World War, resulting in a pretty modern architecture. I've been building continuously since the start of the project, resulting in a cohesive and large environment with over 60 buildings finished and all roofs and backyards detailed. On street level I reduced the amount of work though, resulting in a more empty plain and empty storefronts. But I guess someday we also want to move on. I also discovered a few recordings of building the city hall. Overall, this process was not too time consuming. In 1 week and 6 working hours, this thing was finished. The decoration of the so-called Rathausplatz in front of the building was much more time consuming. A challenge, however, was bringing all the detail to Minecraft. You can see me using ton of stairs, slabs and fences. But even now you can't make out fully the extravagant details, golden ornamentations and statues. An interesting part was the tower as well. 112 meters high, the proportions had to be kept accurate and the clock had to be built in a very small space. Going to the side, luckily I could use much of the parts that I have already built around the whole building and kept rotating stuff. There's actually a second building attached to the back here, but that is not finished yet. But still you can see that this level of detail is even kept in the backyards. The roof was also a challenging part. It actually consists of multiple roofs, windows and slopes. Making it realistic and building at an angle required some time. If you wonder how I built the roof though, check out the word edit video linked up here. Another thing Hamburg is famous for is its harbor. Being the second largest in Europe and one of the largest in the whole world, it has a unique position a few kilometers away from open sea. On a gigantic area, the biggest cargo ships in the world maneuver through it. The parts that you can see here is the Blom und Voss shipyard, where countless of big ships have been constructed and repaired. This is also a very small part of the harbor, but still big enough to keep a whole build event running for a weekend. With its industrial halls and concrete design, it is definitely a contrast to the previous build events. You can see what these build events are and what we built so far up here. And last but not least, we travel to the Mundsburg District of Hamburg and the shopping center Mundsburg Center. When opened in 1970, it was the biggest shopping center in Germany with over 50,000 square meters. The 700-meter length makes it one of the longest in Europe, though we can just see a small part that is finished together with this intersection and the overground subway station constructed by TheoE. I hope you liked this format and got a few more views of Germany's second largest city. Please write your opinion in the comments below. Should we also do a tour of Berlin, Frankfurt or Munich? Just let us know. Have a beautiful weekend and stay safe.